You are, and I'm really enjoying getting to look. Oh, Bronny again!
Bronny James, the most talked about rookie in the league, but not always in a good way. The media clowned him, the fans doubted him, and some said he didn't even belong on an NBA roster. But the other night, he went off for a career high against the Bucks and shot a lot of mouths. But here's a real question: was it a fluke, or has Bronny James actually arrived? In today's video, I'm breaking down what really happened. We'll look at the plays, the numbers, most importantly the receipts, and you'll decide if Bronny James is the truth or just a highlight reel hype job. Today's video is sponsored by PrizePicks. Want to turn pocket change into serious cash? Then you're in the right place. PrizePicks is the easiest way to play daily fantasy sports. And well, here's how it works. You pick 2 to 6 players and decide if they'll get more or less on their projected stats. The more players you choose, the bigger your payout. For example, if I see Steph Curry at 22.5 points, I am smashing more every time. And as funny as it sounds, I'd probably take less on LeBron James turnovers. It's literally that simple to choose your players. But PrizePicks isn't just for basketball. They cover MMA, baseball, golf, football, and more. So whatever sport you follow, there's a play for you. Now here's the best part. If you sign up today at prizepicks.com and use code MUVSY, deposit just $10 and pay your first $5 and give you $50 instantly whether you win or lose. That's literally free money. So stop waiting, head to PrizePicks, use code MUVSY, and start turning your sports knowledge into cash today. So we know Bronny James had an insane night against the Bucks and he dropped a career high in points. He finished the game with 17 points, 5 assists, and shot 70% from the field. Don't forget, Bronny came into the league with a heart condition. He had surgery, fought through the summer league critics, and the shadow of his dad, LeBron James. What people don't talk about enough is the work he put in with the G League. In the G League, Bronny averaged 20.6 points, 5.2 assists, and 5 rebounds across 9 games while playing 33.5 minutes per night, and he shot 43% from the field, 36% from the 3, on 8.0 attempts per game, and 80% from the free throw line. He also had 1.8 steals per game while also flashing playmaking upside, and while on defense he averaged nearly 2 steals a game and pulled down 5 rebounds per game, showing his strong instincts and also anticipation. The on-ball pressure was there, and it's always been there, but he's still learning, and his energy on both ends of the floor was never really the question. He learned to command the offense, how to time his cuts, how to defend without fouling, and while the G League didn't really expose him, if anything, it elevated him. The memes, the hate, the pressure, and still, he never let it break him. He just worked, and well, against the Bucks, that work paid off. This game was a message, and the message was clear: I belong. Bronny checked in around the 5-minute mark, and you could tell there was just something different about him when he was running his plays. One thing I like about Bronny is that he's very strong and has a good base. So I kind of like it when he's aggressive here, going downhill, bumping the defender, and floatering it over him like he's not even there. And while the next play, he showed that he's willing to put his body on the line on the defensive end. One thing this kid has is hustle, and you love to see it. He also has a lot more confidence in his floater game, because when Dolan Connect gives him that extra pass, the old Bronny James would have settled for that 3-pointer, but instead he's like, I've got my floater game and I learned it from the G League. So instead he knows Kuzma's coming at him full speed, so he runs right by him, and there's a 7-footer in the paint, so he goes for that floater. That's an easy bucket. And what I like is that JJ Redick trusted him with the on-ball duties. He gets Alex Len to set him a screen, and well, instead of driving, he knows that Brook Lopez is playing drop coverage, so why not let it fly?
James for 3. Yes!
And well, the funniest thing is, Bronny James was being targeted on the defensive side of the floor because the Bucks thought that it was a mismatch. But this is the biggest mistake you could make, because Bronny has one of the best bases in the NBA. Like I said early on in today's video, players like Drew Holiday have it too, where you could try to bump them, but they just won't move. And well, Kyle Kuzma falls victim to this and shoots a pretty bad shot. Most Lakers fans know that Luka Doncic loves throwing full court passes to LeBron James, and well, I could say that Bronny James has been taking notes from Luka Doncic, because he grabs a rebound after a missed shot and instantly throws the ball full court like he's Tom Brady, and that's a bucket. This pass really unlocked his game, but he was so confident that he was isolating against one of the best defensive players ever, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and well, he almost gets a bucket on him, and he claimed that he got fouled. I guess we'll never know. This next play I'm about to show you guys is probably the smartest thing Bronny James has done on an NBA court ever so far, and it's really good to see. Over here, the Lakers use Bronny James off the ball and give him the ball to do a dribble handoff with Shake Milton. But if you pay real close attention, Bronny James' defender is behind Alex Len and is ready for the Shake Milton handoff. So Bronny knows that he has the advantage over his defender, and well, he sees this and sprints down the paint, and he has himself a wide open layup. I really think the G League is what shaped Bronny's court awareness and court mapping, because I don't really think he would have done this if he had played without the G League. But this game was so funny because the Bucks just thought that they could bully Bronny James, and well, that couldn't really happen. Kevin Porter Jr. has a transition opportunity, and he's like, ooh, I could score on Bronny James, but little do you know, Bronny has very active hands to poke that ball away and get the Lakers the possession. But when we look at playmaking, Bronny is just on a whole nother level. He could run down the court and jump in the air with his very high vertical and somehow get the ball through to Cam Reddish. Although this didn't give you a bucket, it still shows you that having vertical is very important when you're playmaking. And going down the line, Bronny could pull off a lot of these passes. And well, you want to know why? It's because he has good court mapping skills. And well, JJ Redick sets a lot of off-ball screens just for Dalton Connect. And well, Bronny already knows the play that's going to happen. And well, he found Dalton Connect twice, who drained 2 3-pointers. And well, when he gets a screen from Alex Len, this is where he could show his advanced playmaking, because he gets 2 defenders to pick up on him, and well, he could just throw an underhand lob. I know the Lakers didn't win the game, but this shows you a lot. Bronny could really be a 6th man going down the future and be that playmaking hub that you could run the ball through. And while Stephen A. Smith is looking like a fool right now, he said he doesn't deserve a spot just because he's LeBron's son, he hasn't earned it yet, and then he went on to say Bronny hasn't shown he's NBA ready. And well, now he's apologizing on national television. And even Skip Bayless went out and said Bronny James is being handed a career he hasn't earned, and he said this is all about LeBron's influence. I still think Bronny needs some more runs in the G League, and when he comes back next season, he will be a problem, and you never know, he could still be a problem this season. Let me know in the comment section what's your favorite part about Bronny James's game. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It just helps get the video out to many more people so I can make more bangers for you legends. I'll catch you guys in the next one.